Eddie and Lucy decided to go camping in the forest for the weekend. However, they didn't know that it was protected by an angry spirit who didn't like intruders. He appeared in front of them and said,
"You have set foot into my forest uninvited. You will not be able to leave. Forget your home. With it, you will never be reunited."
"We apologize. We didn't know the forest belonged to you. Please let us out. We won't ever come back," Lucy cried. The spirit replied,
"I'll show you mercy, for you are sincere. Mysteries of my forest await you. Solve them all, and you will be able to leave."
Then he magically teleported them to the deepest, darkest part of the forest and vanished out of sight. As Eddie and Lucy walked around trying to find their way out of the forest, they came upon a river. They had to cross it to continue their journey. There were 3 different bridges in front of them. Which one should they choose to move to the other side? Do you see the weird river monster hiding under the stone bridge? It looks dangerous. And the wooden bridge looks so old, it can crash at any minute. So, they should choose this one. After Eddie and Lucy crossed the bridge, they saw 3 different paths in front of them. The first road led to a cave where giant hungry trolls were living. The second road led to the house of evil witches who needed human blood for a spell they were casting that would allow them to stay young forever. And the third road led to a swamp where an 8-headed snake was waiting for its prey. Which path should they follow? They should choose the third road because if you look carefully, you can see that up ahead, the road is forked too. It means that there's a 4th path they can take if they continue walking on this one, and they won't end up in the swamp after all. When they arrived at the end of the 4th path, they saw a wizard's hut. They thought he might be able to help them, but the gate was locked. When they tried to force it open, a magical quill came flying towards them from one of the windows of the hut and started writing a riddle in the air.
"The only being who can let you in is my familiar Arthur the Owl. He must be sleeping on a tree at this hour. To convince him, you must bring him his favorite flower. Yet, if you cannot spot him in the next few seconds, I can't help you, and forever in this forest you'll have to wander."
Can you spot where the owl is? Look there. Eddie and Lucy managed to spot not 1, but 3 owls standing on a tree branch. Only one of them was Arthur. If they don't figure out which one of them is Arthur, they won't be able to get help from the wizard. The first owl said, "The third owl is not Arthur." The second owl said,
"I am not Arthur."
And the third owl said,
"I am Arthur."
However, only one of them was telling the truth, and the others were lying. Can you figure out which one is Arthur? If the first owl was Arthur, then both he and the second owl would be telling the truth. If the third owl was Arthur, then he and the first owl would be telling the truth. But only one of them is telling the truth, remember? So the second owl must be Arthur. Once Eddie and Lucy figured out which one was Arthur, the remaining owls flew away. Then Lucy asked him what his favorite flower was. Arthur answered with a riddle.
"I can grow very tall. I am of the color yellow. When I am young, I follow the closest star in the sky. Can you tell what flower I am?"
Arthur's favorite flower is the sunflower. Eddie and Lucy had to bring a sunflower to Arthur for him to let them in. They asked him where they could find one, and Arthur told them that they could get it from the sunflower field that was located between the cornfield and the wheat field. When they asked which direction they should go, Arthur said this.
"If you went east, took a right turn, covered some distance in that direction, then took a left turn, and finally took another left turn, which direction would you be facing? That's the direction you must go."
Can you tell what direction that is? It's north. After Eddie and Lucy had walked for some time, an angry leprechaun jumped onto them out of nowhere and knocked them out with fairy dust. They opened their eyes in a prison cell. The leprechaun said,
"You stole my pot of gold and you're going to stay in this prison until you tell me where you hid it."
Eddie said,
"We don't know anything about your gold,
but the leprechaun didn't believe him. Suddenly, Lucy saw something strange that could help them. There was another prison cell in front of them with 3 different prisoners. Lucy noticed that one of them was going to try to escape. She suggested making a deal with the leprechaun. She said, "I will tell you which prisoner is planning to escape if you let us go. He's probably the one who stole your gold, and I promise we'll help you find it once you free us." The leprechaun agreed to the terms. Take a look at these 3 prisoners. Can you tell who's trying to escape? It's the 3rd prisoner. He has a map sticking out of his pocket. He must be up to something. The leprechaun took the map from that prisoner and let Lucy and Eddie go. He said,
But now you have to help me find my pot of gold.
Lucy noticed a couple of notes at the back of the escape map. The first one said, "Find the pot of gold in the fields of gold." What do you think that means? Remember what Arthur said? He informed Lucy and Eddie about 3 different fields: sunflower, corn, and wheat. These 3 things are all yellow or golden. It could only mean that the leprechaun's pot of gold is in one of these fields. The road from the leprechaun's prison to the fields was foggy. They lost their way and arrived at part of the forest that even the leprechaun didn't even know about. Eddie immediately noticed 3 unusual things. Can you spot them? Even though it's still daytime, the place is dark. The mushrooms on the ground are actually tiny houses. And finally, one of the butterflies flying there in the distance is no butterfly at all. It's a fairy. As soon as Eddie spotted the fairy, it flew next to them and said,
"The fairy mother wanted me to bring everyone food, but when I asked what she wanted, she only said this: remove the outside, cook the inside, eat the outside, and throw away the inside. What I want is what this is. But I don't know what that means. Can you help me, please? Do you know the answer?"
It's a corn on the cob. The fairy thanked them for helping her. Lucy then told her that they were actually on their way to the sunflower, corn, and wheat fields, but they had lost their way. The fairy told them she was going there to get the corn on the cob or 2. They all followed her and arrived at the fields. After the fairy got her corn, she asked them what they were looking for. The leprechaun said,
"We're looking for my pot of gold."
The fairy told them that there was a maze in all 3 fields. At the center of each maze, there was a pot of gold, but only one pot had real gold in it, and the others were fake. The real one was in the maze that had the shortest way from start to center. Can you tell which one that is? It's the sunflower maze. The leprechaun, happy to get his gold back, bid farewell to Eddie and Lucy. They picked a sunflower for Arthur and headed back to the wizard's hut. On their way there, they heard a scream. They ran toward it and saw 3 princesses. They all said they needed help because 2 monsters were following them. Only one of them was a real princess who was telling the truth. The other 2 were actually monsters. Can you tell who? The real princess is the second one. If you look closer, you can see that the first princess has a monster's tail, and the third princess has tiny ogre ears. So she would be one of the monsters chasing the real princess too. After helping the princess, Eddie and Lucy arrived at the hut and gave Arthur the sunflower. In return, he let them in. The wizard greeted them and asked what he could do for them. They said they wanted to get back home. The wizard said he knew a spell to open a portal, but the special ingredient he needed was coated. The wizard showed them the page in the spell book. Can you tell what the special ingredient is? It's one piece of feather from a crow. The wizard prepared the spell, but something went wrong with it, and instead of 1, 3 magical portals appeared. Behind the first one, they could see a knight holding an axe. Behind the second one, they could see a robot shooting lasers from its eyes. Behind the third one, they could see a vampire with a dagger in his hands. Only the safest one would transport them home. Which one is it? It's the door with the vampire, of course. The dagger is silver, and vampires can't touch that. That must only mean he is not a real vampire, maybe some guy in a costume. Who knows? Hey guys, I've got an awesome intuition test for you. Make sure to note down your points. One correct answer equals 1 point. The result will be at the end of the video. What color is this mug? A. Green. B. Orange. C. Purple. I bet it's orange. Ha! The first question, and my intuition is already working. Is this image colored or black and white? I'm sure such a pretty landscape must be colored. Told you. Can you guess what color this balloon is? A. Gold. B. Silver. C. Red. I bet it's red. And I'm wrong. It's actually gold. Do you think this hot air balloon is floating or still on the ground? I bet it's floating. And I'm right. Woohoo! Okay, how about this one? Is it a lemon or a lime you see in this picture? It seems to me like it's a lemon. I mean, look at its shape. Yes, I was right. How often do you fly? Can you guess if this plane is landing or taking off? My first guess was landing, but now I'm having some doubts. Yep, it's taking off. What color is this puppy? A. White and cream. B. Brown and black. C. Gray and white. I'm almost sure this cute pooch is white and cream. And it is. Now have a look at this picture. Is it day or night? It looks too bright to be nighttime. And I was right. Which one of these bottles is green? Well, maybe the one on the right? Ah, it's the bottle in the middle. Is it a woman or a man's hand? It looks like a woman's hand. It's very slender. Ah, that's right. Look at this lady. Is she a cat or a dog person? What's your bet? Let it be a dog person. What? She's got 3 cats. What color is this butterfly? A. Pink. B. Yellow. C. Baby blue. This butterfly's probably yellow. Oh no, it's pink! Which one of these cards is a king of hearts? Well, I have nothing to rely on but my intuition. I choose B. But it's actually A. Well, 2 of these check marks were drawn by women, and 1 was drawn by a man. Can you guess which of them the man drew? I'd say it's B. The correct answer is actually C. In these images, there are 2 doodles of cats. Ask your intuition which one was drawn by the older person. I wanted to say B, but then changed my mind. A. And I'm right. Meow. Can you predict what date it is? What does your intuition tell you? It must be October 25th. Ah, October 13th. Well, I can't always be right. Now, what does this Japanese word mean in English? A. Bread. B. Butter. C. Cheese. Maybe it's butter? Wow, how did I know that? Where is this cat? A. On the roof. B. In its cat bed at home. C. On a tree. It looks too comfortable to be sleeping anywhere but in its bed. Oh look, I got it wrong. It's actually catching some Z's on the roof. Is this car moving to the left or to the right? It seems to me it's going to the right. And that's correct! Yay! What color is the t-shirt the man is wearing? A. Blue. B. Gray. C. White. Tough choice. I'd say gray. Oh no, it's light blue. I'm not good at this game, am I? By the way, did you remember to note down your results? I've got 11 points. What about you? What color is this man's suit? A. Light gray. B. Dark blue. C. Charcoal. This guy looks like a businessman hurrying to an important formal meeting. So, maybe his suit is charcoal? Oops, it's actually dark blue. What's in this cup? Coffee or tea? Whatever it is, it doesn't look transparent, so my guess is coffee. Maybe with milk. Yay! That's correct! Try to guess what fruit is in this box. A. Pineapple. B. Mango. C. Banana. This box looks too big for a pineapple, so perhaps a banana? It is a pineapple! Now which card is hiding in a teddy bear? My intuition is whispering it's card number 2. And it's the correct answer.
Yeah!
What animal is hiding behind this curtain? A cat. B, a rabbit. C, a hamster. Let it be a rabbit, please. Duh, it's a kitty. Can you guess what this store sells? A, sunglasses. B, hats. C, swimwear. Judging by its appearance, I'd say sunglasses. Let's check. And I was right. What hair belongs to a horse? Definitely the one on the right. I'm 100% sure. Huh? It's the image on the left. Wow, that's pretty. What color is this beach umbrella? A, yellow and green. B, red and white. C, blue, green, and purple. I think it's yellow and green. Oh no, it's actually blue, green, and purple. What animal is hiding in the bushes? A lion. B, a turtle. C, a crocodile. I don't want all this drama. Let's say it's a turtle. Oh-ho! Look, I'm right. What do you think this guy's drawing? A sports car. B, a tree. C, a pooch. Let it be a pup. Duh, I knew it'd be a sports car. What number is this girl thinking of? A, 15. B, 25. C, 31. And the correct answer is 31. Now, which bag is more expensive? What's your guess? The one on the left looks like it costs a fortune. And indeed, it's more expensive. What color is this beautiful cottage? What do you think? 1, light brown. 2, green. 3, turquoise. I bet it's light brown. What? A turquoise cottage? Lovely. Hey, how many points do you already have? Who is sitting on the balcony? A young girl. B, a middle-aged man. C, a nice granny. I can only see their silhouette, but my guess is a nice granny. Yay! What painting is this woman looking at? A, Mona Lisa. B, The Scream. C, The Persistence of Memory. I absolutely love Salvador Dali, but I think this painting is The Scream. And that's the right answer. Is this man right or left-handed? My intuition tells me he's a righty. Yep, that's true. What color is this candle? A, white. B, orange. C, purple. I just feel like it's orange. Duh, purple. How many people are at this party? A, 12. B, 9. C, 14. I don't know how many people are hiding in the kitchen, but I'd say 12. Woohoo! What is this guy drinking? A, orange juice. B, Coke. C, Mountain Dew. I don't think it's soda, so my bet is orange juice. Nope, it's Coca-Cola. What pet does this guy have? A, an iguana. B, a turtle. C, a ferret. He looks like an iguana kind of guy. Yes, yes, yes. Is this girl A, blonde. B, fair-haired. C, light brunette. I'd say she's blonde. Oh no, she has fair hair. What color is this flower? A, purple. B, orange. C, blue. I bet it's purple. And that's the right answer. Oh yeah! Is this seascape black and white or colored? I think it's black and white. Ha! See? I nailed it. Where is this spider hiding? A, behind the sofa. B, under the table. C, in the vase. Are you serious? Talking about spiders? Okay, let's be a vase. Ah, it's behind the sofa. How old is this young man? A, 23. B, 30. C, 18. He looks really young. Perhaps 18? Nah, he's 23. Now the moment you've been waiting for. The results. If you've got 1 to 15 points, you need to train your intuition. Try to listen to yourself more often. It might help you find the answers to most of your questions. If your score is 16 to 30 points, your intuition is quite good. But you can develop it by meditating, keeping a diary, or getting creative, drawing, doodling, and so on. If you got 30 to 45 points, I can only admire how strong your intuition is. Don't forget to listen to your inner voice, and it'll help you choose the right path.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side. So, how well do you know the world's most famous landmarks? Really? Take our visual memory test and check it. Please keep the score of the answers and let us know how many landmarks you guessed right. Millions of people visit Paris every year to see the famous landmark. But did you know that Parisians, especially the artists, rejected the tower's construction back then? They even started a petition against it. They believed the building was going to spoil the view of the city, saying it doesn't reflect the French taste. Speaking of French taste, countries around the world liked it apparently. The tower's construction was finished in 1889. Since then, dozens of replicas have been constructed worldwide. The Statue of Liberty has 305 replicas. The Eiffel Tower follows its fame. Where is the real Eiffel Tower, and where is its replica? The one on the left is the real Eiffel Tower. The picture on the right is taken in Prague, Czech Republic. It is the famous Petrin Lookout Tower. Citizens were influenced by the Eiffel Tower and built the Petrin Lookout Tower only 2 years after Eiffel Tower's construction. It has 299 steps. Plus, it was a signal provider for quite some time until another television tower opened. This practical use differentiates it from nearly all the other replicas. Now, the Eiffel Tower is a technical and architectural success, yet it was meant to last only 20 years. Look at it now. It underwent construction, but remember what I told you about its replicas? Where is the next fake Eiffel Tower? Okay, this one is fake. The one on the left is from Canada. It is a successful replica. Would you visit it if you were in Canada, or prefer to see the original one? Eiffel Tower at night. Pick the real one. The world is not as it seems. The one on the left is in Durango, Mexico. This one is on the right. It is outside Slobozia in Romania. This replica is about 177 feet, whereas the original Eiffel Tower is over 1,000 feet. The real Eiffel Tower is on the right. The left one is a replica in Las Vegas. It is one of the closest ones to the actual tower. Suppose you fancy having a little more Parisian vibe. In that case, you can see the image of the Paris Opera or Louvre Museum nearby. Yet you cannot admire the actual painting of the Mona Lisa in Vegas. Moving on to Italy. Which one is the real Trevi Fountain? Yep, the left one. The Trevi Fountain is in Rome. You know, the one in which millions of tourists throw coins every year? The fountain is a lofty 85 feet tall and 65 feet wide. The replica is again in Vegas. Vegas sure likes to have a lot of famous European stuff around. This imitation is much more miniature, but has a good deal of resemblance with the real one. It has become a tourist spot as the one in Italy. Spot the fake Golden Gate Bridge. The one on the right is the actual bridge. It was the world's longest and tallest bridge at its time. Even though the left one resembles the Golden Gate Bridge, it is actually in Portugal's capital, Lisbon. This suspension bridge is a well-known landmark in the city. An American company was the primary contractor of the bridge. Maybe that's why both bridges look alike. The mysterious Stonehenge from the UK. Which one is real? The one on the left is real. The one on the right is from Virginia. a facsimile of the ancient site called Foamhenge, a full-scale replica made from, you guessed it, styrofoam. Leaving the mysterious Stonehenge behind, we go to a temple on the Athenian Acropolis in Greece. Back then, people constructed it from marble, unlike the imitation one made from concrete. Which one is the actual Parthenon? Yep, the left side. Centuries later, a full-size replica of the Parthenon is built. Where? In Centennial Park, Nashville, Tennessee. Is this one also dedicated to Athena? This one dates back to 1897. 19th century copycat is still a bit older, considering youngster copycats of other landmarks. Taj Mahal, 20,000 people and over 20 years of construction. This structure in India is counted as one of the new 7 wonders of the world. And yes, the story gives you chills. Emperor Shah Jahan ordered this construction after his wife passed, from 1653 to our day. Can you guess which one is the actual Taj Mahal? I'll move you to the right side. The actual palace is made from marble by the people. The fake model of the Taj Mahal has bricks. The replica is in Malaysia. It's like a mini model of the real one, but from bricks. The Rialto Bridge in Venice, Italy. It is the oldest and probably the most famous bridge in Venice's Grand Canal. Can you spot the real one? Left, pick the left. Ah, bellissima. It was completed in 1591, a Renaissance landmark. The original bridge has been rebuilt several times since its first construction. The current version has 3 walkways. 2 of them have outer banisters. The last one is wider, and it's the central walkway accompanied by 2 rows of small shops for the tourists. Yet again, there's a modern version in Las Vegas. You can even have a canal tour with a gondola. So, which one is real? The one on the right side. One of Italy's most visited attractions is the Leaning Tower of Pisa, made out of marble. The construction of the landmark took nearly 200 years to complete. The architect, Bonanno Pisano, was so embarrassed by it, he faded into obscurity, never knowing what a marvel it would become years later. Meanwhile, its duplicate stands in Illinois. May I present the Leaning Tower of Niles? Almost like a mirror image, huh? There are vast differences, though. Unlike the genuine Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Leaning Tower of Niles is half the size of the original. It is made from concrete, and people didn't spend 2 centuries building it. Now, for extra credit, can you guess what favorite food is served at both these tilting structures? That's right, lean cuisine. Okay, let's continue with another iconic landmark of Italy. Which one of these is the real Colosseum? The one on the left? The Colosseum is an area in the city of Rome. Interesting fact time. Did you know that Colosseum is the largest ancient amphitheater ever built? It also protects this fame by being the largest standing amphitheater in the world today. The bulging stadium had 80 entrances. It's made of stone and concrete. Almost 2/3 of the Colosseum has been lost over time, probably because of people's behaviors and natural causes. It is a tourist site that attracts lots and lots of people every year. The fake Colosseum enjoys its fame too. The picture on the right is also called the Colosseum. It's located at the buzzing part of the Las Vegas Strip at Caesar's Palace. It's a huge venue hosting performances. It has room for over 4,000 people, but isn't as big as the original. This one welcomed people such as Cher and Celine Dion in the past. Do you remember I mentioned the fake Trevi Fountain? Well, those 2 fake landmarks, the Trevi Fountain and the Colosseum, are really close to each other in Las Vegas. Okay, here's the last chance to raise your score on this quiz. Which one of these is the real Arc de Triomphe? Yes, the one on the left. If you look closely at the other picture, you might see that this replica is smaller than it was supposed to be. It's because the second one is not a full-size replica. It might be tricky to spot with all the tall buildings around, but a careful eye might catch it. It's one of the well-known monuments in Paris, France, standing at the heart of the Champs-Élysées. The real Arc de Triomphe stays at the Champs-Élysées. The fake arc is located in, where else? Las Vegas. Okay, tally up your score and show me in the comments. That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.